Alright, there we go. There we go. My bad. There was no music. It was all broken. I messed up a few things. Give me a second. Okay, we should be good. We just do this, and then this. And then there we go. Hello everyone. How we doing? Hiya now, hiya muffin. You got an advert? Damn, that's new. You want to go back to school? Or are you finished then? Back from Belgium, how was the trip? Said apologies I wasn't live, of course England were playing. Couldn't miss that. There we are. Anyway, as you obviously know today, or maybe not so much I suppose, I did tweet it out. Today of course we are going to be doing Scarlet instead of whatever else we do on Thursdays I guess. There is actually some new Hitman content out, but it's a little bit short. And I only discovered it like 30 minutes ago, so I thought there's no, it's a bit late changing it now. Plus I enjoy doing these obviously, so we'll continue going with these. Yeah, we won the group, so that's what matters. But yeah, we're going to be doing some more hunts today. Of course, we're going to try and finish off Froakie and Poplio, if possible. Frokie's been evading us, the last one. But we do have a few others as well. I haven't actually checked the outbreaks. There's a Trumbeak here. Crocodile would be a cool one, just in terms of catching it in its stage, because it's a very cool shiny. I do have it. We don't have Seadra either. Hiya Pipe, how's it going? Well, it's England. Scotland are rubbish, yeah, sure. But England, they're not playing great, but we still won the group, so, we can't complain too much. Is that the fully... No, that's the middle one, isn't it? It's not the fully evolved one. Is there anything else interesting in here? I always do that. I always think I can go out another zoom. Doesn't look like it. So look, we could go... Maybe we go for Trumbeak today, in terms of Froakie and Poplio are always available, and then we try one of those guys. Considering if we get Froakie as well, we'll be able to move straight onto Poplio. I don't know. We'll see. That's really embarrassing, especially considering he's just been cancelled. Doesn't he have a lisp? Am I crazy? Or does he have a lisp? Because I don't. So I'm offended if he does have a lisp. If he doesn't, then that's my bad. But anyway, have I actually marked that off, or is that just a random thing? I do that quite a lot. No, I haven't. There you go. It's over this way. Alright, we'll start off with the Trumbeak then. Have a little go at trying to do that. And then maybe we can, I suppose, if we go for normal, we can also then try for more slack off to get our slaking. Are we going to get actually many of them here? Okay, it does look like there's a few. They're not the most obvious Pokemon in the world. Okay, there's a few up here as well, that's right. So we'll just save here, and then we'll start knocking them out. Whilst we're waiting, I'll put this up on the screen. Where are we? Trumbeak. Not a bad shiny. I do think the purple's a bit over the top, but what I also think is over the top is how fast it's flapping its wings. Jesus Christ. Okay, where are we? Put my chat this side. Yeah, I'm surprised at your age. Alright, let's slowly start knocking these out then. I reckon we can probably just send Gallade around. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just do the 60 of this, and then we'll go for normal and see if we can get Trumbeak and maybe another one for the slack off line. That's the main thing. I've also got to make sure I keep count, because I'm very bad at doing that. It's so easy to, forget when you're doing these. Just got to say out loud. This is 7, so just try not to forget. Oh yeah, to be fair, I forgot that you're boarding, like, right? So it's like a different lifestyle, because that's sort of what uni's like. Because uni, yes, it's education, but a lot of people, miss it because It's all the other aspects of it. That's, you know, that's what's fun and interesting about it. No one wanting to go back for their education. But yeah, for the other thing, yeah, fair enough. You did it for what? Half your life? I'm sure you'd be fine. Yes, yeah, I think 16 maybe. I'm already losing it. Just got to keep my eye on it, keep focused. We'll get there. Okay, we'll say this is 20 and go from there. So, boy, what do you mean? Because you're bored? You got time to shiny hunt, my friend. So you're gonna be focusing on, or achievement hunt. That's also great fun too. Or catch up on TV shows, movies. You've got loads of time. Oh, did you not enjoy it at all? Hi, Natasha and Aurora. Okay, that's 25. Let's not lose track. I just need to make sure I don't wander too far in case we spawn a shiny that's too far away from us. 29. Okay, that's halfway. Just got to stay focused. I've done it before. I've lost count at like mid-30s, and you really don't want to do that. Makes things way more difficult. Okay, I think that's 35. I did manage to get some more Herb Mystica as well. I actually ended up doing multiple like Herb Mystica raids and just like losing. Just kept losing. It was against this Vaporeon and it was just really strong. I didn't have anything properly built for it. I managed to beat it once of like the 4 or 5 times I tried, but that was enough to get some more, so. I mean, that's the same way for most people, to be fair. 12 out. Oh my, wait, you got the coach. Oh, God. Yeah, that's not fun. Yeah, I did use the bot. But the problem is, they used to have, like, Clefable raids. I don't know what's happened, because the bot only came back up yesterday, which I haven't been able to do stuff. And it was only Vaporeon, so I didn't have as strong as a group. But then I thought, you know what, I've already won it once, I'll be fine. I couldn't be bothered to keep going. It's way too many. It's okay, I always say that's around 47, and I'm pretty sure that is 50, the one I've just done, so only a few more, and then we'll be off for the first one. We'll complete this line, actually. Will be another line that we've completed every stage correctly as well, considering we did get a Pick-a-Peck last time we did this, and we did get the 2-cannon. I think one of my best clips, really, of a failed shiny, in that it was behind the map when I was looking at the map, so I didn't see it. And then as soon as I clicked on where to go on the map, it disappeared and it was right in front of me. That was very annoying. But I did manage to reclaim it about 2 weeks later, so we were okay. How's everyone else been doing shiny-wise then? You've been focusing a lot, obviously, Piper. I know you've been posting a few in the chat. I've seen you got the Tapu Bulu and the Armaldo. Honestly, I think I'm more jealous of the Armaldo than I am the Tapu Bulu, because Bulu I can guarantee in a raid. Armaldo I can't. And I love Armaldo shiny. I think it's so, so nice. Really, really good one. Alright, I think that's 60. So we'll do a couple more just to make sure. And then we will start the sandwich. That's the plan anyway. Okay, let's do this last one. Alright, nice. Just check there's nothing around me. There we go. So we'll do the normal sandwich and then we can go with this with the slack off the line. I finally managed to sort out everything. I went through all of my home. I did all my trade stuff. I haven't done that in a while. And I checked all my shinies and it's now 6:13. There's a couple I checked off incorrectly and then 1 or 2 that I'd added on incorrectly and hadn't added in, sorry. So there are a few I managed to sort out and we over went up by like 1 or 2. Just because I hadn't recorded them before, but they're done now, and, you know, we are slightly closer, even if technically we weren't before, we already had them. I've got record of them now, so that's the main thing. Alright, I can actually do Rice Drop, at least for the first few this week. if I can remember what to do. We are doing a normal sandwich actually, so that should be relatively easy. Sucrecelli was my 600. Well, to be honest, I'm not sure if it was or not, because there was some like that I hadn't recorded that I had, and there was some that I recorded that I didn't have. So like it was a mix of kind of multiple things of not knowing. I do believe we actually no, I'll tell you what, it's normal, so I'm pretty sure it's rice and nothing. I just need to check what which herb mist we can't use. Where is the list? Oh, here we are. Okay, it's to be salty and sour, was that? Yeah, sour. There you go. But yeah, it was something around that, and at the time it was my 600th, so I'm counting it. I don't care. I mean, it probably, you know, there was shinies in there that were like, I don't know when I caught them, some of them, but then I don't know if it cancelled out, and yeah, it's just obviously when I caught them, what does affect it or not, you know, because overall my count's barely changed, but then also it depends on when some of these were caught, because if some of them were caught after a number, then obviously it won't affect anything before it. So I don't know. It's hard to say exactly, but the thing is, it's recorded now, and I just need to be a bit more diligent, really, when it comes to getting new ones. Why is there a gap there? Always does this. My hair just goes funny on stream. But yeah, I'm keeping on top of it now. I think having the PC is definitely making it easier, because before I was having to, you know, do the stream and wait for everything to kind of slow down on the laptop, get it all up, you know. And it's just easy when I have it right there. So from now, what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to start adding the ones that I've caught shiny straight into the list. So I will change it all on here, and I will change it on the list. And then also I will make a note for anything that's caught in different stages or anything else that needs to be added to all the other lists, just so that I do it proactively and we don't miss out. That's the idea. But for now, we're going to focus on trying to get a Trumbeak. Obviously, Pick-a-Peck could still spawn and be shiny here, but I will be focusing on the Trumbeak, of course. Does it look different from... Is it only from the front? It is, right? Yeah. So we're not going to be able to see it. We're going to have to catch its beak. If we see orange, basically when we don't see orange, I think is the idea. I mean, to be fair, Trumbeak's shiny is close. I was going to show you up close, but if you look at the shiny on the screen, I feel like it's not that far off. It's just a shorter beak, right? It's basically the same colours. Every time I hear this, I always think it's going to go into... But it's not. I don't know which one that is, but it always sounds like the start of that. It's like it's teasing you to just go into that main theme. Why do I name it Piper? I do have a shiny toucanon, but there's no toucanon spawning here anyway. I think they do spawn, but not very often. Sort of like how the Vigoroth was spawning over there, and the Oddfew Slaking. But I do have it, and it was from an outbreak. So, oh, I see. I was confused on what the logic was there, but yeah, I mean, I don't think I should be spotting one, but... So we failed one in the past. I don't really want to fail anything today. That'd be nice. It'd be really nice to get the Greninja today. We've been stuck doing this Froakie multiple times. It's sort of just ruined it. You know, last time I gave up with it and came over to Popplio and got a Popplio within like 2 minutes. So if we could actually get Froakie done today, that'd be great, because I really don't want to keep doing it. It's very annoying. I've got to not think about all the shinies that spawn behind me as well when I fly away to reset this lot. Because I don't know what the radius is for how far away I can be in this Trumbeak outbreak. Because I really don't want to miss any. Or I'd rather obviously try and spawn only in ones within the outbreak's reach. Because then I'm not, you know, taking advantage of the best odds I can get. Other thing as well is that obviously it's Thursday now, so we've got one more stream on Saturday, And then I will be moving, which will change my setup a bit, unfortunately. For example, these shelves here, I think, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to bring them with me because I thought I was going to do this so I could have it for 2 years because I thought I was going to be living here again. And I'm not because contracts got ruined, whatever. Which basically means unless they somehow magically come off and manage to stick back on, there's no way that I'll be able to keep them. Which means I'll have a bit of a plain background for a little bit, but I'm just going to buy some more. So we also have the flip as well, because I'm going to have, instead of my wall being this side, my wall's going to be that side, which may be a bit weird to look at, which is kind of annoying because I like having my camera in that corner and looking down, because it's weird if like you guys are doing the thing and I'm not looking at the video. It's weird, I think. So maybe I'll have to move the thing to the other corner, but I don't know, we'll see. I suppose we could just flip it. There is that option, so. Alright, come on. Come on, Trumbeak. We don't want any trouble. There's a lot of them spawning, to be fair. Just not seeing any shiny yet. Come on. Come on, I want a lot today. Last Scarlet shiny stream in this house. Oh, they were just orange beats, man. Oh, stay strong. You don't need it. You can survive. It's not meant for your age. Everyone else can do it. You can do it too. Come on, man. See, I'll tell you one thing as well. So I go on holiday. I'll put out the like official thing just to make it clear, and I'll put a break on whatever. But I go on holiday around mid-July for like a week. So obviously I won't be streaming then. But usually I do a bit of shiny hunting when I'm on holiday. But I've got so used to doing everything on stream now and having it all recorded and clipped and everything that it's going to feel weird if I do that. So I might just not take my Switch with me and just play Xbox only when, you know, we have free time or whatever. Because, you know, just like on, you know, if I go on a plane or if I'm on a long drive, you know, that's the times I'll be using handheld. But it'd feel weird to get a shiny and it's not on here, so. You know, they'd say they'd legally have to say no. You're not old enough for people to be just giving them to you. They would be committing a crime. Come on, Trumbeak. Just where's the purple beak? That's all we're looking for. Do you guys like my new top, by the way? I did post it on Twitter. It's not super obvious, but I think the design's cool. Some Ghanaian football team that I got lucky with in my mystery shirt box. Yeah, that's still crazy though. Set an example, right? You know, Amsterdam, I feel like is sort of known for that sort of place, innit? A lot of people kind of go there like purely because it's kind of more chill there on that front. Oh, come on, man. How long we got? 22. I mean, if this wants to be the long one of the day, I'll take that. I'd rather this be a bit longer to find than Froakie again. I really don't need another long Froakie hunt. It's just annoying to look out for. Even though it does stick out, it just feels like it's annoying. Plus, I want a Greninja, man. Greninja's awesome. Especially it's shiny, so... No. Man, this sucks. Why can't we get anything? I know it's not guaranteed, but I feel like it's been a while. I want some shinies, man. We didn't get anything last week in Dynamax. And when did we do? Was that the most recent stream? Before that was the sort of biggish gap? It was, right? So it's literally been ages since I've had a shiny. As you know, I mean, to be fair, it's been longer, and when I haven't, sometimes if I haven't done one of these, but still, that's not the point. God, why is it always when I stream I suddenly get tired? I thought I got it all out earlier. I literally was like lying down earlier and I just kind of went like this. And literally, I think for about 10 minutes I kept stretching and yawning and just like oozing the sleepiness out of me. So I thought it'd be fine, but apparently not. It's all late night achievement hunting. So it's a dedicated grind. Okay, let's reset this lot. There we go. I like this one. This good little remix. It's got that little like headbutt vibe to it, you know. Oh no, it's just the grass throwing me off. Come on, Trumbeak. There's so many of you here. There's no way we don't get shiny here. Like, I feel like it would have to be difficult. Like the odds are in our favour. I mean, they probably always are when it comes to a general outbreak, but it doesn't mean they always go that way. Oh, come on, man. But yeah, I tell you, I'm excited. At least in the summer sense. I'm not so excited going back to uni, but I'm excited of having the summer ahead of us. Hopefully I can be a bit more consistent and regular with the streams. So apart from holiday, I don't really have anything planned, so I should hopefully just be able to do it as often as possible, but being that I do it on Saturday nights, that's quite a popular time for other things, especially just general things with my family, so the Dynax streams may end up being like moved around Fridays, Sundays, etc. But like next week it's going to be on Friday, but that's because I'm going home on Saturday. So yeah, there will be a few things like that, but hopefully. Ah, and there it is. Nice. Okay, there we go. It did pop out well enough. Good. I was worried it wouldn't. I mean, to be fair, it's not super obvious, but I spotted it. There it is. Number 1 shiny for today. We'll take it. Very nice. Let's up that right there. Let's check what it has. I do need to sort of... I want to have a way I can get this ready and just search, but the problem with Cerebi, I don't like the inner search in Cerebi. I just like searching from the internet and clicking on Cerebi. So what are we? We're level 66. Hyper Voice, Feather Dance, Bullet Seed, Drill Peck. Alright, we're all good. We can just full swipe it, Hypnosis, and we win. Me too! And that's why we've got one already. Scarlet seems to be getting weaker. Doing half a hit into a level 66 drunk. Oh, I suppose. No, it's normal. Like, what? It's not weak. I don't know. The main thing is, there's our first shiny. Up this now. We have saved the game, so we can't lose the Trumbeak regardless now. Where is it? Gen 7. Yes, let's go and get a luxury ball. I wish they were right next to the normal ones. There we are. Still have to live with it on your screen whilst it's flapping about like crazy. But there we go. Number 1 shiny for today. See if we can continue that streak. We will now. I will put Slacking up on the screen whilst we've still got the normal sandwich running, and then we will go for Froakie next. No. Alright, nice. I mean, to be fair, usually you get Slacking sort of spawning around here, but may have taken up the space a little bit. Alright. We will, of course, get more Picky Peck Trumbeak on the beach. I'm just going to ignore them at this point, unless they, like, obviously stick out. There's just no point going for them. As much as Vigoroth and Slackoth will, like, stick out, and Slacking as well, it's not a thing of, you know, because annoying to check. It's more of just a time save thing, because I will slow down to look at them. I don't want to do that when I need to be focusing on a different line. So, that's what we go for here. We do get Slackoth on the beach, right? Oh, we get Slacking on the beach as well. Okay, that's fine then. We can just have a run around here, I guess. Try and get some of these guys to spawn in. I swear this is some of the music you have running around in the base game. Oh, hey, Didipad. 180 Raikou, damn. You're getting close to my Heatran numbers. This is my second highest, that is. Yeah, see that? I stopped there to look. I need to not do that. I did actually put a little list into the Discord today. It is pinned in Dynamax General, I think. And it's basically just a list of all of the Pokemon legendaries that I'm hunting in Dynamax Ventures that we've either got or still going for, which I will update, obviously, each time we do the stream. I may actually put it in a new channel just because it'll be easy to edit. It's always at the front rather than going to pinned every time, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Helps me keep track a little bit better, I suppose. Okay, it does seem to be a lot more Trumbeak and Picky Peck, but I know in the base games Slackoth is only available in trees, so I don't think I really have anywhere better to search. And I think that's just coming off the fact we're doing a normal type sandwich. I can't really change it, so I'm not going to waste 15 minutes of Herb Mystica just to try out a new sandwich. So we can focus on Vigoroth again. We did get slightly lucky with Vigoroth last time, but they do seem to spawn a little bit more up here, I think. I feel like... Oh, but then we get Meowstic. Wait, why don't we get Meowstic on the beach? I don't know, but yeah, you can see there's definitely a few more up here. And also, others we can't see, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, a Slacking would be really nice. Like, it's not the most elegant of shiny, but I think I have one in Pokemon Go that's just kind of like a tank for gyms. And I think that's made me appreciate it more. But it would be very cool, I think, to get a Slacking as a shiny in that form, just because I feel like Slacking is the sort of Pokemon that is rarely seen in the wild in a lot of games. I feel like it only comes down to you have to evolve the others, you know? Vigoroth and Slackoth, obviously, you know, a lot more, but Slacking I feel like rarely appears as a Slacking if it's not like a static hunt, so it would be nice to get that, but we will take any of the line regardless. So we do already have our Vigoroth in the correct stage, so that as well. I did actually move a load of the shinies, so when we do finish sandwich and we look at our first shiny, the first shiny Trumbeak, it will be the only one in the boxes. So I've moved everything out, sorted it all out. It is now all in the correct places, which is good. Thank God, because it was being a little bit of a pain to track. I just kind of slowly went through. I had a real like organization day. So after I did a load of my cards, the binders for the people who weren't here before, I bought some binders. Basically, I'm gonna try and store every single Pokemon in my binders, Pokemon cards. It can be any of their cards. Doesn't have to be any specific one. But at the moment, I'm leaving it down to like packing them only. But as the day I did that, I discovered a guy on YouTube, Deep Pocket Monster. I'm sure some of you have heard of him. Who did recently finished a Giga Dex, he called it, which is basically like he got a massive binder that held basically every Pokemon, and just did the same sort of thing, going generation at a time. But he was buying a lot of them as well. He'd open a few packs, like a box of them, and then he'd be buying around at cons and stuff like that. Obviously, he has a lot more money than I do, so I can't be doing that. But it was really cool. It was really cool to watch, and they were slowly like slotting in. Oh, you watched it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I only discovered it, like, I just happened to look up people like collecting all the cards, and I looked it up, and I saw his videos, and it was really cool. And in his last one for Gen 9, he said only the best cards that are available in the packs. So he was only, you know, he wouldn't take just a common if it had like a V or a V Max or something, which I thought was quite cool. And yeah, they're really good videos. I really enjoyed watching them. One of the ones, his issue for ages was Rampardos and Granados, which I thought was quite funny because there are very few of them, which I'm very aware of. I'm very, very aware of them having very few cards because I'm desperately waiting for them. I'm sure that the fact we've just done Twilight Masquerade has been a big focus on Kitakami. We'll get a focus on Indigo Disc, and there's no way that those guys aren't in there because one of the few exclusives, and they're just fossils, so they stick out. But yeah, that kind of got me in the mood of all that organising. But the number, if you get hits, swap them with regular. If you get hits, swap them with regular. Hold on, what are you on about? I'm confused. Are you talking about the video or me? Because sure, I know he said if there was like in other generations, he would swap cooler cards, obviously with their commons. In that one, it was he would only go for the best versions of those cards. But yeah, I mean, it got me into kind of that mood. So I just went through and organised a load more of my stuff. I'd quite like to try and do all the gym leaders, all of the Elite Four champions, evil team leaders, rivals, and then just any other like relatively significant character, professors, I suppose. That would be cool to do as well, just to kind of because I've got loads of space. The second binder's got so much more space because I have two 900 ones. So obviously, you know, we stop at 1020, whatever. So I think that would be quite cool. Obviously, if any time I add new Pokemon, everything would have to move up, which would be very annoying. But yeah, we're a bit away. Legends EA won't come out till next year, until we get more Pokemon anyway. But after I did a load of that, I thought, you know what, let me sort out my shiny decks, let me sort out my trade decks, because there was so many Pokemon waiting to be put in the correct places that I was like, you know what, this is a good time to do it. So yeah, there's none of the shinies that we have caught in the last, I think it was like 2 boxes worth in Scarlet. They've all gone into the decks now, which is nice at least, because it certainly fills it out a lot more. Like scrolling through it, there are pages that are nearly complete, and a lot of that is Gen 4 to be fair, because of how, you know, obviously the focus in PLA. But it certainly looks a lot better. Same with trade decks. Trade decks is like 75% complete now, which is really, really cool. So yeah, it's certainly a lot more rewarding when you fill it all out, and you're just slowly doing it. I just like that sort of organisation. I think that's why I've always enjoyed playing like Minecraft and, you know, doing like farms and stuff like that, because just that sort of automation like process. It's just, I don't know, I find it enjoyable. So I think it was just a good thing to do, and that's why I want to do more of this. Like I will get cards for next Friday stream, so I won't have any for this Saturday for Dynamax Ventures, but I will do it for next week, which the stream will be on Friday instead, and we'll get a few as the last stream up at uni until I go home. We'll be in a different house by then, of course. Maybe we could get 1 or 2 this Saturday. I don't know, because I kind of want to do. Maybe we should do it this Saturday, just because this will be the last one in this house. Yeah, maybe we'll do it this Saturday instead. It doesn't mean I have to go to the shops at some point, but if we do it this Saturday, so we'll open some more cards this Saturday. As I said, there's the last stream in this house, which would be nice. So I'll get a few then. Plus, I need to order some online actually, because Game, which is like a big English thing over here. Yeah, don't worry, I will. Like I don't know how worldwide it is, but it's certainly not doing very well because it's mainly a physical, you know, store when it comes to games. So it's naturally, you know, struggling considering how well online stuff is doing, and they're shutting down like their like reward point system, and I have quite a few points, so I need to work out how to spend those to get maybe a few free things, which would be nice. But yeah, so I'll get some for this Saturday, and we can open a few on stream this Saturday. I don't know how long it will be. I am working during the day, but we'll see. Next Friday I'll do a longer one. Maybe I'll just get... You know, why don't we just do both? Because I want to add to these. I do have some cards to add in when I do actually get back to my house. I do have some at home. Mate's last time stream in this Turkish word that I don't understand. You can buy basic. I mean, to be honest, like... That's the one thing I'm concerned about is obviously if I buy too many, there's going to be barely any additions. We might get a few cool pulls, but we're going to be getting all the commons and even a lot of, you know, interesting holos or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe we buy some of the older sets, because I've bought a few Temporal Forces. I feel like I barely bought any Obsidian Flames. I'd like to buy some of the Sword and Shield ones, but a lot of these like stores don't sell them. Usually if I'm going to get those, it has to be at like an actual Pokemon thing. And unfortunately, Pokemon Center was in London over Easter, so that's going to be a while before that comes back. But maybe I can get some. I actually am going to a convention in about, oh, what's the date today? In about a week and a half. So maybe I'll pick up some there and we'll do some then. Yeah, we'll maybe mix it up. I don't know. Just make it a bit more interesting. At least so, you know, some of the commons are relatively exciting, I guess. Or we just buy more Twilight Masquerade, because I can't imagine too many people are buying them. And maybe if I buy enough, I'm guaranteeing all of those rare ones. But yeah, I just think obviously it's expensive, but like it is exciting. And I said with the binder stuff as well. Oh, is that another Trumbeak? That is another Trumbeak. Okay. We'll take it, sure, but we don't need it. It's a spare one. I should not have been going near this group so much. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. It's still a shiny. I won't complain. It's still cool. But yeah, we'll definitely get some. Instead, it just makes it way more interesting adding when I have the binders to add the commons to. So, all right, let's knock this thing down to low health. Is that gonna hurt? Bullet Seed isn't a healer, is it? Oh no, it's a repeating one. Fantastic. Oh my god. 5 times, come on man. Okay, there we go. Let's just throw it. I reckon we get this. I don't think we need the sleep. There we go. Alright, number 2 of the Trumbeaks. We don't need it at all, but maybe one of these will have a mark. I don't think either of them did, because obviously they do show up. But you never know. You never know. I suppose it's just a better IV one we take. We'll see, we'll see. That is a second Trumbeak though, which we don't really want. We did obviously get the first one earlier. How long do we have left until we can move on towards? We only got 5 minutes left anyway. So we'll focus on trying to get the Slackoth, or the Vigoroth, or the Slacking. Any of them will do. Slacking would be the coolest, but we'll take any of them regardless. So, yeah, we'll go for that for the last 5 minutes, and then we'll move on to Froakie and Poplio. And hopefully we can end this Froakie nightmare, because Froakie has been just cruel. We got 2 so quickly, and then since then, it's just been a nightmare. Just constantly, just no shiny. And I've just tried to do other hunts in between, because I've been so bored of doing Froakie. So I really hope we can finish it today. We've got to do it sometime. And I would very much like to get a shiny Greninja, so maybe today is the day. Who knows? Alright, why are there so many Trumbeak, man? Slackoth, Slacking, Spawn, more. Another DA, no shiny Raikou. You'll get there, you'll get there, trust me. It might take its time, but the payoff is great. It is really great. I remember, I mean, to be fair, I remember obviously Heatran was only like sick. Oh, oh my god, wait, was Heatran last year? No, it can't have been. When did we get Heatran? Okay, I think Heatran was like within the last 6 months. I might be tripping, but regardless, that was awesome. I was so glad to get it. Dialga was really great as well, because I got it kind of unexpectedly. And obviously Cresselia was a real surprise. We only got it at 7, like, you know, a few weeks back. Because it's weird, because I think just because how long ago it was. Guzzlord, which was my longest, which was 249 successful. There are many I failed as well. I sort of remember being like happy about it, but I don't remember my specific reaction. So because it was a good while ago. But I mean, imagine the relief. That sort of thing, like that many times. Like I think as well, it's going to be like that with Arceus. So next week, what I will be doing, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to get Arceus. I mean, we should get it this summer. I'm going to be grinding it as much as I can. But next week, obviously, because I'm going to be on the house on my own, I will just be recording me hunting Arceus for the entire day. So that would be really, really cool if we could get that done. And yeah, that would be nice, because that one, as I said at the moment, that one's 3 times over odds. We're at nearly 13,000 resets for Arceus now, which is just ridiculous. So that one would be very relieving to get done, I think. Entei or Suicune? Oh, you know, I think in the past I would have said Entei. But I've really grown on... Suicune's really grown on me. I used it a few times in Pokken. And it's actually... And like, its design in that is really cool. And I really like it. And it's also one of the few... Probably the one I will get last. In that I messed it up on my main profile. So I have to do it on a separate profile. So I will do it when I have nothing else to get. I can't switch between others. So as a result, yeah, I'll do that one last. So yeah, go Suicune. I think Suicune's cooler, and you will almost definitely have it before me. Unless you decide to give up shiny hunting, then yeah, you'll have it before me. Yeah, they're weird ones for me. I feel like they're okay, but none of them really stick out that much. For me, it always used to be Entei, Suicune, Raikou, but now I think it's the other way around. Now I think it's Suicune, Raikou, Entei. Sorry, no, it used to be Entei, Suicune, Raikou. Whereas now Suicune's my favourite, Raikou's my second favourite. Basically, Entei's gone from top to bottom. That's what it is. Yeah, fair enough. No, I mean, I won't be either. I mean, I have obviously cut down, really, because I used to do a lot more. Because obviously I do a lot off stream as well. You know, or when I wasn't streaming, I was just doing it the whole day. But now that I've kind of got a purpose of doing it on stream and enjoying it there, I think, one, it's just easy to do it on here. I like kind of doing it and, you know, and seeing, you know, other people seeing me actually get the shinies. But also, so there's so many other things I do outside of streaming. I think sort of limiting Pokemon hunting, shiny hunting, which is effectively an endless task that I can do. Just limiting it to my streams, because otherwise I will just be doing it the entire day, for the entire week, for the entire month, for the entire year. So there is that. Lurking while driving. Yeah, I mean, I hope you're not... Please don't chat anymore whilst you're driving. We don't need that. We don't need a crash. That will be on my conscience forever. We definitely do not. Alright. It does seem like it's about to end. I can't believe we got 2 Trumbeaks. It's kind of annoying. But it is what it is. Slackoth and Slacking don't spawn here too much. And it does give us an opportunity to try and get Slacking again next time, rather than finish off with a Slackoth. So I'm not going to complain too much. But there we go. Grickeys are spawning. Meowstics are spawning. It has run out. So we'll save there. We will check both of these two. As I said, there are no other shinies here. I have been organised and moved them all. But we'll just see if any of them have a mark or anything relatively interesting about themselves. Where have they been put in? They've both been put in here. So let's put them back into this empty box, which is where I had them stored. This used to be organised. I should probably organise this. But you can see it all got moved around. The boxes are in different odds. It's basically because of the eggs. But we used to have 8 boxes of shinies in here before home was added. So, alright, let's have a little look. Any of these got marks? No, and no. Okay, neither of them. I don't know which one I'll use as the Trumbeak, but we do have a spare one, I suppose, to kind of hold around. Probably use for trades. A lot of these like the not kind of just general ones, I use for trades for my trade decks. It's a good way of getting legendaries. So, alrighty. I think our main focus now then will be if we go for Froakie and try and get the Greninja. I really want that Greninja. Froakie has been a pain, and then of course we can come back down into Poplar. This has kind of been our main area, to be honest. We've been stuck on this beach and nearby for weeks, so I'm very ready to get past it. So I'll make our way over to Froakie. I do have to sort of work out. I think it's that bit there. So yeah, we'll just make our way over there. Do a water sandwich. No outbreak this time, which is nice. And hopefully get some more shinies. Oh, that's something I keep forgetting to do. I said I've only just introduced it. Is that. There we go. Update to the number tracker there. Now that I have this available here, all I have to do is press one singular button, because it's only the initial creation that's annoying. Rest of it is very simple, so I can update that as we do it. Oh, and that's as I said earlier. I said I would update the shinies within here now as well, so I will do that as well. We'll get our living shiny decks up, and I will also get up the correct stages and the luxury balls, which they can all be ticked off in. So Trumbeak in correct stages, main shiny decks, and the luxury ball decks. Well, at least the focus on it. Alright, let's do a picnic and do this water sandwich. I have to, again, change our sandwich for this rice drop. What do we need? We need chili and then sour or sweet. Okay. or the hot sauce, whatever you want to call it. I think it's chili sauce. I can't remember. Okay, so we'll do rice. And then, yeah, there we go, chili sauce. How did I do that? Oh my god, you can go left and right. You could, oh my god, I did not know you could quickly do that. How have I played this game for a year and a half and just found that out now? Jesus Christ. Okay, we'll go sweet because we've got more of that. Alright, let's do this quickly. Very easy sandwich to make. Yeah, I did know you could do it in some menus. I just hadn't ever tried it in this one. Which is, again, me just being stupid, so... It's quite useful in BDSP. I had the perfect amount of items that I would press it once and it would go to the repel exactly that I needed for when I was doing radar hunts, which I appreciated, so... Alright. But yeah, as I said, I will do this... Dynamax this week will be Saturday and next week will be Friday. Friday's that I will be going home the next day, and then this week will be my last ever stream in this house with my flatmate. So I will get some Pokemon cards to open on both of those days. How many or what, I don't know. I don't want to spend ridiculous amounts. But with the binder and actually having reason to want commons and just other Pokemon, it's become a lot more exciting for me. So I'm not going to, shy away from buying any. That was sort of how this works. Let me just add in Froakie here quickly, because that is not there. Oh, Greninja, I suppose, actually. Where are you? Where are you, Greninja? There we are. Beautiful black frog right there. Alright. We are looking for a light blue frog. If you don't know what shiny Froakie looks like. It does stick out enough. It is clear. You can see it. However, we cannot see it. And we have not seen it for a while. I think we've done maybe 2 or 3 hunts since we last got shiny Froakie. And we've been unsuccessful. And then it lasts like 5, 10, 15 minutes. I've just cut off to trying to do something else because it's just been boring because we've just not been getting lucky. So if we can get that would be really nice. I'd love to finish this off today. Move on to Poplio. Slowly getting the water starters down. We are completely finished on the grass type starters when we did the Chikorita. So I think water types or water starters, we have Squirtle, Blastoise, because I'd managed to get a Wartortle in Dynamax Adventures a few years ago. The entire Totodile line, which I still need an outbreak for, which hopefully we'll get soon. Mudkip we managed to finish. Piplup was done from PLA. What else is there? Oshawott done from PLA. We did get one here as well. Obviously this is Gen 6. We just need the final one. Poplio, we need 2 more. We did get a shiny Poplio as our very last Pokemon the last stream. And then Sobble is also done. So not too many. There's not too many left at all. Fire's similar situation. We need 2 Charmanders, 2 Cyndaquils. Torchic's fully done. All correct as well. We managed to get a Blaziken and a Combusken in Dynamax Adventures, which is really, really cool. If you haven't seen the clip on my channel, make sure to go check that out. It's quite funny. I did actually call out saying I really like this one, and then we got it that same adventure, which was great. Chimchar is done. Actually, from this game, we didn't really get any in. I think we got 1 Monferno in PLA. Oh no, so we didn't get Monferno. We got Alpha Infinite, which was really cool. And then Gen 5 we did in this game. It was the first starters we did. Fennekin is, again, Gen 6, not so great on. Haven't done any. And I think we haven't done any Litten either, actually. Whereas Scorbunny is either 2 or 3. I do need to double check. I thought it was 3, but having a look through my shiny decks, it does seem to be 2. So that was one of the ones that I had checked off, and I think it may have been incorrect. So we may need to do one more Scorbunny as well. I will probably just go back on a few of my clips for that because I've been hunting. I've been doing all my clips and uploading them here since I've been hunting for Scorbunny, since before the Indigo Disc. So I should have them somewhere, but I haven't checked them yet. We could check them now, actually. Why not? Before I forget. Okay. Switch clips. Shinies. In... Not PLA. That's the wrong game. Scarlet Violet. So... Scorbunny. Have we had 2 or 3 Scorbunnies? No, we've only had 2. There we go. I incorrectly ticked that off. I thought I must have finished the line. I guess not. I'll have to do that at some point as well. I said it's just the Gen 2 ones. All the Gen 2 ones you basically have to have outbreaks for. And Chikorita we've done twice. Obviously, I managed to do it a while ago. And then last stream, last stream I got the Chikorita outbreak ready and we'd already done it, which was very stupid. We did manage to get crawled on though, so I was okay with that. I was very, very happy with that one. Alright, nice one, Buddha. But yeah, so for some reason they were just like, yeah, we're not going to include Gen 2 easy to hunt for. I mean, Sobble's not amazing, but it is like the areas, because basically Totodile and Sobble both spawn in like those little mud lake things, like the just kind of the areas that are a bit muddy, like puddles everywhere. But Sobble's one is way bigger, so all it takes is a water sandwich and they appear quite a lot. You don't need an outbreak. Totodile, it's just not worth it. There's like 2 at a time, so you just have to get an outbreak for it, I think. So that is what I will be doing. I need to reset for it at some point. It's just when I find the time. But I suppose in the summer it will be a little bit easier, considering I won't have any sport on. Because as much as I do, obviously I am working, and I still will be for another 2 months as I've got an extension for my placement. The thing that makes it more difficult to do things in time is the sport, because I do that in between work and streaming. So sometimes I'm literally finishing, getting home, having a quick shower, cooking my food, and then I'm hopping straight on. So it can be difficult to prepare for them sometimes, but obviously we've got a few months off of that, so hopefully we can get the Totodile outbreak, because I actually really like that line, and I think Totodile as the first stage in the starter line, I think is one of the nicest shinies, if not the nicest. There are very few, like the first stages of the starters I think look good, but I think Totodile is definitely one of them. I mean, Cyndaquil is okay. I'm going through them. Whole of the first gen, I'm not bothered. Bulbasaur's the best, but it's still kind of mid, you know. Cyndaquil, Totodile okay. Chikorita, I don't care. Mudkip is a good one. To be fair, actually, Mudkip rivals it for sure. Treecko, I'm not bothered. Torchic, I'm not bothered. Gen 4, again, nothing that interesting. Almost like the other ones, the Gen 1s, I think. Gen 5, again, nothing that interesting. Gen 6 definitely gets more interesting with Fennekin at least, but still nothing crazy. Gen 7, Litten, too bold for me. Popplio, Rowlet, nah, just none of them really. And Gen 8, I just don't think they're just. A lot of them are kind of just slightly different shading. I mean, Froakie here is literally just lighter blue. So I think Totodile is a lot more interesting. And I think that and Mudkip are really the only good starter shinies. Maybe Cyndaquil as well, but that's a maybe. I think it depends in which game. Because obviously I did the Pogo thing for it, what was it, last week? And I ended up getting 18 of them. And it looked alright. Nothing crazy, but I think that was down to it being a Pogo. Pogo doesn't do it justice, I think. Alright, how far into this are we? Okay, we've got 7 minutes gone. No shiny Froakie yet. We do only need 1, as a reminder. We do not need any more. Oh! Oh, that's not shiny, god damn it. I thought it was. It just looked for some reason like it was different to its pals next to it. Oh well. Come on, we get this. We're getting this today. We're getting the Froakie today. We're getting the Greninja today. It is going to be shiny. I know it. It's going to happen. Please just be shiny. Please let me move on. Froakie, you're incredibly frustrating. I just want to get a Greninja done, man. And I can move on to Popplio and have a more fun time. Because at least the beach as well. Obviously, with the grass is so frustrating. Like, it's only little, but like for Pokemon like this, just like we just had then, it does skew your vision slightly. Because a bit of grass is in the way, you see a less of a bold colour. So then you just think, oh, it's lighter. Oh, it's a shiny. But it's not. It's just the stupid grass. Whereas on the beach for Popplio, we're not going to have that. Or even in the mountains, when we did Chimchar and when we'll do our next Score Bunny, it's just, it's a lot easier to see. So that's why this one is a bit annoying. And I just really want to get it done at this point. My cough is bad today. It's not good. Okay. Come on. No, no, no. I'm just thinking about that timer. It's just slowly going down more and more. Oh, come on, please, Froakie, don't make me hunt you again. I hate you now. I actively dislike you as a Pokemon. If you won't shine. We got the first two in the same sandwich as well. I thought it was going so swimmingly. And then after that, it's just gone downhill. There's just been no shiny Froakies to be seen. They don't exist anymore. That's what we've learned. And it's just said, like, statistically, it's very unlikely. It shouldn't have got to that stage. Who's in this rock? Oh, it is a Froakie. Imagine that was shiny. Imagine it was hiding away. That'd be cool. I mean, I've found shinies in walls before, just not from like actively looking in the wall. It was like slightly, it was glitched into the wall. A bit of it was sticking out. I would not have seen it. I was not searching. Although actually technically we did get one in the wall, but I was actively searching for it because it was an Umbreon outbreak which I'd never seen before, and it was the only evolution I had left, and you know, to catch as its form, as its stage. So I decided to do it, and turns out it was in this cave, barely any was spawning, but it was actually because the outer linings of the cave had an extra second wall with a bit of ground, so a lot of the Umbreons were spawning in there, and as a result, a lot of them were hiding behind the wall, and that's where we found our shiny. So I did end up doing the hunt, and it was a good one. I think I had to do 2 sandwiches for it, but obviously Umbreon, amazing shiny, big fan of that one, so not going to complain. Alright, come on. Come on, Froakie. I don't really understand lines like this where you have the first 2 shinies are basically the same, and then the last shiny is just dramatically different. Like, for no reason. Like, how does that work? Like, some lines, they kind of just have that, like, steady theme, and I get it, but... Or maybe, if it changes shape or something, like, I'd understand if Butterfree and, or if Beautifly and Dustox were a bit more interesting shinies. I'd understand, like, Cascoon and Silcoon are very different colours. I get that sort of branching out. Like, it makes sense. Because they're very different to those Pokemon. Whereas this is just... Greninja's just the grown-up Froakie. It's literally just a frog, but bigger. Why is it a different colour? It doesn't make sense. They obviously thought it was too cool of a Pokemon to not have a good shiny, but they couldn't make it... They couldn't put a black Froakie because it just didn't obviously look good. So, I don't know. It's not my decision, so... I wish it was my decision, though, to get this shiny, because this is ridiculous. We do not need to go into a 4th hunt for shiny Froakie number 3. It's taking up my life. This is absolutely tragic. Come on, man. Just help me out. Just help me out. And then we can do a nice 20 minutes or so of Poplio. Or less than 20 minutes. Maybe 15. Just please help me out, man. That's all I'm asking. Or female. In fact, if the female wants to be shiny, even better. I don't know if it's split odds on this, because I know a lot of the female starters are. I have no idea if Froakie is, but I'm going to check anyway. Froakie. It is. It's 12.5% likely to be a female. So, shiny female, I'll take you in more. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because I've been saying "come on, man" too many times. It's gone against me. Where is she? There we go. That inclusivity. Come on, woman. I nearly said "come on, man" again. Come on, man is like a unisex term though. Sound like bro. I feel like bro is just more and more unisex now. Whereas if you're ever frustrated, you go, "Oh, come on, man." It's never "come on, woman," you know. Well, I mean, never mind. My eyes must be burning. Honestly, like, it actually sticks out surprising amount. My eyes are burning more in that I hate this Pokemon. This is the 3rd time I've had to hunt for Froakie 3. We did Froakie 1 and 2, like, back to back, basically, very quickly, and then failed that. Then did a whole 30-minute hunt for it, failed that. Then did, I think, like a 20-minute hunt, and failed that. The last 10 minutes I stuck to Poplio, and we got it. We got a Poplio. It just doesn't want to appear. It's very frustrating, because I said it does sort of stick out enough, but just this grass is already throwing me off. Once already this stream, I've thought I've got a shiny Froakie and I haven't. Just because the grass is throwing me off a little bit. But that's why I want to go to Popplio so bad. It's just so much easier to spot when it's on the beach. As soon as I found out Popplio was on the beach, I was like, oh, never mind. I don't have to worry about getting outbreaks or whatever in the water or whatever. Because on the beach, it's just so much easier. It doesn't matter about an outbreak. You can just see. Well, you'd hope most shiny hunts you'd be able to see what you were hunting, but unfortunately that's not always the case. I'm just glad I didn't do like Tandemaus in this. We did actually do Tandemaus last stream, and managed to get both of them in one stream, which was really, really cool. And I even evolved the Tandemaus in hopes of getting the 3 family as my Dunsparce shiny. The very first one I ever got, I evolved into a triple segmented Dunsparce without trying more than once. And who knows, maybe I could have been the first person in the world, probably the first person in the world, to get both of them first try, but unfortunately, I was not. It was a 4 family, and which is a shame. But still, I don't think many people even have a 3-segment Dunsparce, especially after the first go. I feel like that's already very few, so it would it would have been nice, but again, I wasn't going for the 3-segment either. It was just a thing of, because I saw multiple people, like a 70th Dunsparce, and I was just like, oh, I don't have a 2-segment. I didn't really care which I got. It was just cooler to obviously get the rarer one, but I mean, you do wonder if you just assume that in the future they'll both probably be available in a future game anyway, so it won't be that deep. But as of now, people who are at least close to finishing, oh god. Like Rowan is, or was, I suppose he's done now, again. It made sense for him to go for the forms. I know we've got 15 minutes, 14 and a half. Come on, Froakie, please don't do this to me again. You're meant to be obvious. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to be shiny. This is the path life has for you. Turn into a preacher, damn. What is this music? It's like some rock version or something. This is Turfield and Sword and Shield. No, it's not. There's no way it sounds like this. It must be a remix, or like a different take on it with just a different instrument. There's no way it sounds like this. There's just no shot. It sounds so funky. Doesn't feel right. It feels a bit better now, to be fair. That opening though, not there. Maybe I should go back, experience the music more. Something I'm not very good at doing, and Piper's always on at me about. Every time she comes in the stream, there's always at least one, oh, this is this theme. And yeah, I just don't know a lot of them. Because when I'm focused on a battle, I'll recognise the Pokemon theme and go, oh, that's the Pokemon theme. But because when I'm focused in a battle, I'm not going, oh, hold on a second, this music that I'm listening to in the background, let me just note which, where it's from. That's just not how it happens. So, I don't know. Some people are just better at it, I guess. Although, I found out, sorry for Piper for leaking this. It sounds like it's really deep. It's not really. But when she was revising for some of her exams, she would listen to Pokemon music, and I was like, aha, there you go. You haven't just picked it all up from the games. You've got outside information. You've done some practice. You've done some training. I've never had that. With it, I would destroy you at naming the music. I wouldn't, but you get the picture. I'm just rubbish at it, really. Is that shiny? Nah. The tree ones are the only ones I'm unsure on, because the shade obviously changes the perspective. But it said it does stick out quite a lot, so it should be there. You play Pokemon with the sound off? Are you mental? How? How on earth do you do it with the sound off? That is just awful. The only time I would do it is if if I'm in a main game, yeah, if I'm just shiny hunting, I probably will. But main game, definitely not. No way. Because it fits the mood. And some of them are just really good pieces. Nah, if I'm playing a game properly, I will pause anything I'm watching or listening to, As soon as like a character's speaking, or there's a cutscene that's relevant, or a fight that's relevant. You know, if I'm just kind of like wandering around, exploring, or going from somewhere to somewhere, then I'll watch. But any other time, no way. I'm not getting the full experience. I'm not getting my full money's worth. You know? Oh, come on, Froakie. This is ridiculous now. I can't do another one of these. Please, don't make me do another one. Oh, come on. Okay, it's time. It's lean forward in the chair moment. We have... No, that's not what I meant to do. We have how long left? 10.5 minutes. Great. It's time to take this seriously. Look at it properly. Get into the moment. Come on. I'll actually be ecstatic when we get this, like, genuinely. Because this is just becoming frustrating at this point. What is this music? My god. Super Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. This is a good theme. This gives me, like, old Dragon Quest vibes. For sure. Maybe not this bit, but the other bit did. Oh, stop yawning, Harry. Come on. Oh, it's the edge is not done, I'm going to say. Where is this frog, man? Ugh. This is getting ridiculous. Come on. Where are you? Come on, Froakie. No, 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 no. I'm locked in. If shiny appears, I will spot it. As long as my camera's like picked it up at least once. If it's just directly behind me and I'm running away, of course I'm not going to spot it. But... God. 8.5 minutes. Come on. Come on. We got 2 Trumbeaks. I don't need 2 Trumbeaks. I would happily trade a Trumbeak for this Froakie. Honestly, I'd trade both Trumbeaks for this Froakie. It's been such a nightmare. Please. Help me out, please. I don't want to do this again. I'm getting restless doing this hunt. Come on, man. Come on, come on. How long? 8 minutes, 8 minutes. Come on. Come on, little shiny frog. Dear. No. No, 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 no. This is not cool, man. This is not how this is meant to happen. This is not going well for me. At all. It's funny because I remember the last time we talked about canon events, it was actually about me missing Registeel. Missing my shiny Registeel. And the only reason I know when it was is because it is in the clip of me failing Mudkip a few months back. As I'm walking up to it, and just before it, that's when we're talking about it. And I remember, obviously, that's, you know, specific one being Registeel. But it is quite funny me saying, you know, that's like one of the biggest losses, and then I finally find a Mudkip who was just one of the worst hunts ever. and I instantly fail it. Yeah, it was at the same time, but it was about Reggie still. Because I hadn't actually obviously failed the mudkip, and then literally about 10 seconds later I failed a mudkip. What do I do here? 6 minutes left. Come on, Froakie. Should not have touched my eye. That's not helped at all. No, no, no. Oh, no. We're gonna have to do this again. I don't want to do this again. Run! Oh my god, my eyes. It's getting ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. How have we still got another one? Don't make me do another hunt, please. I still know what to do next, because I was going to focus on Poplio through this sandwich, but it doesn't look like we're going to be getting either. Not today. How is it when I'm off stream on my own? I'm not yawning, and then as soon as I hop on stream, boom, it just turns on the tiredness. It just hits me all at once. Why did I think that was a Brion for a second? It's only been 45 seconds since I checked. Really? Yeah. Keep my eyes open. Alright, well, let's reset. For God's sake. What do we do now then? Because I said I was going to go for Poplio off the back of Froakie. But if we're in a situation where Froakie hasn't been found... I don't know what to hunt. I don't know what to go for. Maybe we just take a nice easy break and look for a crocodile. I've already got one, but I really love it shiny. I'd really like to find it in the wild. Oh, there's a rainbow outside my window. That's cool. Any gay Pokemon? Quaxley! To be fair, a lot of the time when I'm hunting Froakie, I just think it's Quaxley. Like, from a distance, I think it's understandable. Like, they do look like... It's just they're like... They turn away, you just see a bit of blue, and like the fluff on their head looks like it. Unfortunately, I can't hunt Keldeo, but... I might just do some Crocodile, because I really like it as a Pokemon. Let's have a look at its Outbreak. Like I said, it's just such a good shiny. It's so nice. I mean, I remember when I did Sandile, I thought it wasn't going to be popped out, and it did actually quite show up quite a lot. It's in the desert of the base game. The only thing is I have to do an Outbreak. An Outbreak takes way longer. Oh, I don't know if I triggered it again. I probably didn't. Forget to do that all the time. Yeah, okay. Oh no, I did do it. Never mind. Yeah, see, they're right on the edge here. I feel like a lot of them are going to be therefore going into the water. God, I forget how tiny they are. Wait, that is what? Where are they? Oh, there we go. Should we do Crocorock? It is a really cool shiny. If we do Crocorock, what do we go into after? What typing in it? Is it ground and dark? Or has it not got a dark yet? It's just ground. Let me have a look. Crocorock is ground dark. Okay, so if we do dark, what have we got available? Let me look up Pokemon available in this game. So, Haldea. How do I look at the general one? I know there's a way to do it. Gen 9 Pokemon. I want one like a list how the Dynamax adventures are, so I can just click on a typing. You see, this is in Pokemon every game. I don't want it in every game. I want it in Gen 9. How do I do that? I know there was a way. I've done it before. Scarlet Violet new Pokemon? No. It's on the home page. Scarlet Violet Pokedex? Aha, by type. There we go. So we're going to go dark. Oh, is this just going to be the base game again? So if I do rock, is it not going to show thingy? I think that might be the case. Rock is... Oh no, Rampart is in there, so it does count. Okay, so ground and dark. So if we do dark, we could go... Oh, I think we've got two Alolan... Do we have two Alolan Grimers? We have a Grimer. Oh, we do, okay. Again, it's a stage thing we could go for. Alolan Meowth. Where do you get Alolan Meowth? I definitely don't have that, but I don't know where you get it. Is it available? Or is it just a trade thing? Oh yeah, you can only get it in a trade. What else is a dark type Pokemon then that I don't have shiny? I've got all of you. This is Poochyena. I still need Poochyena. Oh yeah, and there's the Nuzleaf, isn't there? I can't remember what dark type we did before, but then we ended up going... I think it was Crawdon, and then we ended up going to Nuzleaf from it. So yeah, we'll go dark. We'll go dark, I think. And then, yeah, we can go to Nuzleaf if necessary. I mean, looking at ground... there's not many. There's a Lowland, Diglett, and Dugtrio. And maybe just Dugtrio in general, I don't think I have. Everything else, though... Looking through here, basically I already have them. Or they're not catchable for that evolution. Yeah, so we'll do ground, and then... we'll do dark, sorry. And then if that gets caught, we'll go for Poochyena. So all we need to do is, if we just pop off this and just send Gallade out. Count to 60 again. Oh wait, we're gonna need to heal him. It's not gonna do it on this, unfortunately. The good thing about this Pokemon is, as I said, it's very obvious. So what I'll do is I will put it up. I'll put it up as hunting. I won't put it up for previously caught, but I will put it up for hunting. Krokorok, where are you? Ladies and gentlemen, lay your eyes on the beautiful Krokorok shiny. Look how gorgeous it is, man. Such a good shiny. It's so, so nice. Alright. Let's send out Gallade and start knocking these guys down. I don't appreciate these bushes right here, but what else can I do? Okay, that is 2. Okay, there's a lot over here. I'm assuming that must mean they're part of the outbreak then, considering how many there are. Hopefully none of them become shiny, because I don't know if this is far enough to keep spawns in from where I'm standing. There's a lot of them though, we are taking them out quickly. Yeah, main thing is here, we do have this shiny. I am just going for the stage, because I don't know what else to hunt for the minute. Considering I was going to go for Popplio, we've just come off an unsuccessful Froakie. What a surprise. Oh my god, look how baby this one is in comparison. This is where I need Latias, but I put it away, I've put it in the decks. I was just sitting around, I thought I don't need to have this. Just looks cooler. Gallade I will need regardless. Okay. Oh, is that 20 or 30? I think that's 30. We'll see when the message comes up. How close we are, I think. It's got 32. 33. 4. If I just need to say it like in my head each time, then I feel like that might be better, or at least say it a little bit out loud. Okay, outbreak's starting to go down. It's supposedly at 35. Gotcha. I'll be 38. And there's our 40th Krokorok right there. I do trust these messages a little bit more than my own memory, so... I will be expecting the message in maybe the next few. I believe that was 45, so hopefully the message comes up anytime soon. Okay, by my calculations that's 50. It hasn't come up yet, so maybe that's less. If you say that's 51, 52, 53. I reckon I went 10 over then. 54, 55, 56. 57. Oh, a wild braviary would be awesome. I only have an evolved one from PLA I evolved in Sword and Shield. Okay, there's no way. I think this has got to be 50 then. Because we haven't had that message. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 51. 52. Yeah, I'll definitely do that at some point because I love Braviary. I think it's such a cool Pokemon. I mean, look at the way it just like walks around. Such elegance, man. It's such a cool Pokemon. And it's such a nice shiny as well. Like, people go on about Hisuian Bravery, but and how good it is, whatever. But genuinely, I think normal Braviary way cooler. Way, way cooler. Okay, I believe that is 60. So we'll do a couple more for good measure, as we always do. Do one more. That is over here. Proxys spawn here. I didn't know that. Weird. Alright. I believe that is 60 down. At least. So we'll save here and do our sandwich. Let's check there's nothing around me that's shiny. Don't think so. Awesome. Save and picnic. What do we need for dark? I feel like it's a prosciutto. Nope, it is yogurt. Yogurt and spicy. Ooh, my roll for tomorrow. How exciting. Okay. Rice. Next. Yogurt. Spicy and salty. It was spicy, right? It was indeed spicy. Okay. Next. Let's see what this rotor is for tomorrow. Where am I? Where's me? Oh, I'm on registration. Oh, that's boring. Oh, I'm not. Oh, that's so bad. Oh well. Could be worse. Anyway, let's not put this rice in this sandwich. I'm working at a university open day tomorrow. And on Saturday. That's just my role for tomorrow. It's a bit boring. I'm situated. That means I'm always going to be sitting down, which I sort of appreciate, but also means I'm always going to be in the same place, which is not great for questions, which is the enjoyable part about doing these things. So I need to get that light fixed. One of the wires is broken. I really hope I can get these shelves off this wall and reuse them. I mean, as long as I can get the shelves off, because I'm no way I'm leaving them here for the other people. They took this apartment. They wouldn't refuse to take the other one I've taken. Then that's the main thing. I suppose I could probably just buy some new adhesives rather than buying new shirts. Oh, we're going to get Crocodile as well. I mean, I'm okay with that. I'll also take that as a shiny, but... oh wait, I don't want Sandile though. Crocodile should be the main thing here. Luckily, Crocodile also really sticks out, so... I will take that as well. Just no Sandile. I swear to God, if you give me a Sandile from here trying to just improve stage only, I won't be very happy. What we'll do as well is we'll just... If we fly across this, I don't think we can spawn anything in here that's dark. So I can't, like, boost odds of the wrong thing, as it were. They will be spawning around the edge, to be fair, but who cares? And so we're solely doing this just as an upgrade for specific stages. So it would be nice if we could get at least one of those. If we do get a Crocorock, I won't bother with Crocodile, just off the front that or the fact that there's not going to be that many of them, and there's going to be a lot more Sandile and Crocorock, who obviously by that point we could have potentially done, or we would have done. And that I would, I still need a Poochyena. Like, that should really be a priority. I love this Pokemon. I love this shiny. I just think it deserves trying to get caught in the correct stage. Apologies to the sound dial I evolved, but here we are. Come on. Come on, Crocorock. This isn't too hard. I also love the concept of this Pokemon, that it's basically a criminal alligator. Like, it's got its little mask on. Obviously, Crook is in the name. I don't know. It's just such a cool Pokemon. Just the whole concept of it, its whole, like, everything behind its design, so the shiny. It's just I think it's so sick. Let's not stray too far. So this will be a big standout. It's very, very different. As long as it doesn't spawn right in the middle of those bushes, again, it should be instant we see this. Oh, what Sarah retweeted. The Pokemon Go 8th anniversary event is starting to roll out. I suppose we've got Global Go Fest, whatever it's called, next week. Or week after. Which I will be doing. It's a shame because I am doing this convention I'm going to is the week before Global Fest. So I'll go up to London on 2 separate weekends, which is kind of annoying, but I'm definitely going to do it. I really, really enjoy doing that. And I wish they had one in England again. I wish it was just a sort of thing they did more like that. But obviously people travel countries to do these things, and I'm not gonna like vlog or film that sort of thing because I'm certainly not there, and I'm just not as bothered. I think it was also just sort of, it's a lot of money, so it would be very cool to do though, very, very cool, because I said I love Go Fest, especially with you do actually get like the whole community there for that, and that's in person, which is unreal, like, to experience and see. Like, I see people playing Pokemon Go and do a gym, whatever, but going to Go Fest, like, it was so strange because I got merch there and I saw lots of people, but it was so cool just seeing everyone playing the game. No, because one Go Fest is better in person. It has more advantages. They have different sections of Go Fest, so as you walk around, there's like in-person different stuff. They have little structures or whatever, but more importantly, they have as you kind of go into each area, there are specific Pokemon in those areas. So there are challenges you can do within Go Fest to unlock Pokemon and rare and better IVs, but potential shinies, whatever, and just a load of items, really good items, as like collection challenges for each area. But also because they're specific to an area, if you want to go for a shiny, you literally just have to go like 2 minutes that way, and then you're stuck in that area, and you can focus on those shinies, whatever. Obviously it's way more boosted because it's an area everyone specifically goes to. You get way more raids. I think that day I did more raids than I'd ever done outside of that ever. I did like 30 or 40 that day. I did so many. I still only got Cresselia shiny, but that's how it goes. Also said it was just the thing they said they had the merch stuff, which was really cool, and it was also just the in-person thing, seeing all these people playing the game. It just made it like, it was like, oh, this is so cool. Look at everyone here has come all this way to play Pokemon Go. Like, I really like that. Yeah, I mean, I will do other things, but that means having you have to do all the thingy passes. Yeah, this is where the Totodile spawn. You see barely any. You have to have loads of things, and I have like no coins, and I'm not spending real money to buy them. I bought one remote raid pass the other week because obviously they've gone up massively, which a lot of people complain about. I bought one, and that was how I got that shiny Yveltal, just because I had the coins. I thought, why not? But with doing it in person, you get so many like the bonus like raid stuff. It's just so much easier to do. I will just do it in London because London will be good enough that people will do it. But it was cool seeing people in person and seeing people. Oh my god, look at this one I got. You know, I missed out on that hype back in like 2016 when it was really big. Like imagine being in like San Francisco when the game first came out. Like how crazy it was. People going, I've seen the Charizard, and everyone rushed like crazy, absolutely crazy. It was very cool. Which is hilarious because I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's so cringe. I remember like telling it to my mum and explaining all this stuff, and she was like, what? Like, why is that fun? But I was like, no, it was awesome. It was so cool. And you still did like stuff outside as well. It was like the first like 3 or 4 hours in the park because you had to sign up for like the morning or the afternoon session. So you had a few hours to get as many shines as you could. And we got so many that day. We got so many and so many different ones. And yeah, it was just a really cool like seeing in person Pokemon stuff happen. That's why I always go to the Pokemon centers whenever we do the World Championships or Nationals or Internationals, whatever. I really wish I'd gone to the World Championships because obviously that was the first time and probably the last time for a long time that they were in England. The place I go for the Nationals. I was just at the time I didn't have anyone to go with, and also I was like, oh, I'm only going for the shop. Where I should have just gone for the whole atmosphere because it's just so cool. I really love it. And I definitely regret it. I would 100% go to another one day, but I imagine that'll be when I'm a lot older and I can afford to, go to like France or something if it's hosted there, that sort of thing. We'll see. I don't know where it is. Isn't it in Hawaii next year? I feel like it's in Hawaii. Or is that this year? I can't remember when the Worlds is. I feel like Worlds is this year. Maybe it's Hawaii this year? Yeah, because it was 2022 London, then 2023 was Yokohama, I think. So I think 2024 is Hawaii? I don't know. I can't really remember. So I didn't pay too much attention to that. But it would have been cool, obviously getting like some exclusive stuff from that thing because, they had the whole theme and 2022 championships and, I just wish I'd been more focused back then. But as I said, at that time as well, I'd only started shiny hunting really in 2021. So I'd done a year of uni and although I was doing stuff, I wasn't as into it, so I don't know, it was difficult, but I also wasn't streaming, so that also would have had an impact. I just wasn't as involved as the community as I am now. It's changed a lot more. I think it's now I've kind of sort of realised where I want to be with it all, and I've got into that 100%. And I'm actively doing that with a lot of the things I'm passionate for now, because I didn't quite realise that before. A lot of stuff. I don't get me wrong. I love playing games of my own. I love playing single player games. I love doing achievement hunting and those things like that. But there's so many other people out there who do the same thing or have those same interests, and it is really interesting to meet other people and talk to people about these things and do stuff with them as well. Last night, Party Animals is one of the games I'm 100%ing at the moment, which is just basically a silly little party game, but it's got some really interesting achievements. I thought that's why I'd do it. And I just linked up with a few people online who are also interested in doing those things. We set up a session through the website we used to track everything, and we spent a couple of hours just doing some achievements and having and enjoying ourselves. And I love that sort of side of gaming, of that sort of community, which is why I really would love to just grow as a streamer, because I really enjoy that side of gaming, because that's not something you really experience as you grow up. It's definitely more and more as gaming's become just a bigger and bigger industry, for younger kids now. But, back when I was a bit younger, that just wasn't a thing. I just bought the latest game when it came out that I wanted, played it with my mates from school or on my own, and that was it. That was as far as, the gaming related stuff went. Maybe a few t-shirts for my birthday, whereas it's very different now. Since I started going to cons, since I started going to Comic-Con, don't get me wrong, I've spent so much money there, ridiculous amounts of money. But just having that sort of passion, that interest, it's just it's that quirkiness. It just makes things more interesting and a lot more enjoyable as a hobby. With Star Wars or with Pokemon or whatever. Just to have that sort of community, it's just, I think that's so cool. I love that. It's such an awesome thing, which is why I'd love to get more into the card stuff. But the problem is, it's just such an expensive one. It's so expensive. I mean, I have so many pop figures that I could just sell and start getting into cards instead. But the figures, I don't know, they feel cooler, and realistically there's a lot of cards that a lot more easier to lose the value. And you know, I know what I'm getting when I buy a figure. And to be fair, it's been a while. Like I've massively slowed down with it to what I used to, and I just sort of appreciate the collection that I have now. But yeah, you know, it's my money, and you know, I can do what I want with it. Really, that's what I think I appreciate the placement here so much. You know, because definitely a lot of the enjoyment has come from going, oh, you know what, I'm earning a decent amount of money, I can pay for my rent, but I can actually put a little bit aside just a personal hobby. Because before, you know, when you're younger, a lot of your money, especially when you know advice from parents or whatever, a lot of money ends up being like what's necessary, and then maybe a new video game every now and then. At least it was for me, or like, oh, I need some new clothes, or I need this sort of thing, right? Whereas, you know, when I'm older and I have that a bit more money to be able to spend myself, you know, obviously I don't go crazy or anything, but I have a hobby that I'm interested in, or want to buy things for. Like I said, like this shirt. I didn't need to buy this shirt. I got one for Christmas and then one for my birthday. And then I bought two of my own since, you know, like a month ago. And then I bought this one like 2 weeks ago, last week. And, you know, that would be something I wouldn't do when I was younger because it wasn't necessary. But it's something I enjoy. And, like, that's the whole point of your money. Like, as long as you're able to provide for yourself, you know, that extra money isn't, you don't just, you know, do nothing with it as your whole life. You know, you put it towards a passion, towards something you're interested in, anything like that. Yeah, it's not a hobby, but like I like collecting them. I don't have very many, but I will definitely collect more. But I said anything like, you know, buying these shirts, or basically my point is that as I've got older and I've got a bit more, you know, disposable income, instead of just, you know, leaving it there. I mean, I still have a lot of money I haven't spent because I'm relatively sensible, but I don't have to go, you know what, I will buy this, you know, this football shirt, or I will buy this extra game, or I will buy this pack of cards, or I will buy these binders for however much I bought them for, because it's putting money towards a passion. And I've always done that when I've just bought video games or bought a new Xbox. Just that's as far as it's gone. I've never kind of made it more, you know, tangible, and I think that's really important. And it just kind of adds a lot more to my hobbies and my interests, I suppose. And I really like that. Did I watch the England-Slovenia match? Yes, I did watch the England-Slovenia match. I don't know. It was a weird one because it was like the first half. I mean, the first half was very boring, wasn't it? We didn't really do much. But soon, the second half, I think the subs made a massive impact. Kobe Mainu, I mean, as a United fan, I'm always going to back him. But he did make a big difference. And I'm really surprised, like, because obviously Declan Rice gets into that team straight away. But I generally think our next best, like, defensive holding midfielder is Kobe Mainu. And he just changed the game, I think. And then Palmer came on as well, and we were just so much better. And I just think when it comes to Sunday against Slovakia, I would be very surprised if he hasn't put Mainu into start. What do you mean you don't watch football? Did you not watch it either? Or do you mean in general? Belgium, the teacher made a room for people to watch it. My friends just said, why? Why would you do that? No, definitely not. No, even if you're not football, like my mom hates football. She does not care for it, and she finds it especially like anxious when, you know, big tournaments and stuff. But she'll always watch England like in a tournament every time. How can you not like football, man? It's the most popular sport in the world. Nah, great sport. Love it. Find watching it boring. I mean, maybe playing it. Okay, that is crazy. You can't. Playing football is great. I mean, if you find playing football boring, you must be rubbish. That's the only way I can explain it. It must be. But like a lot of people who aren't good still enjoy it as well. But watching it though, like I said, depends who you watch. You know, if you watch Luton every week, fair enough. But like, just some games, like I watched Turkey Georgia, so I've watched the majority of the Euro games when I can. I usually have them on my screens when I've been here. Turkey Georgia was an amazing game, so good, so much like just end to end, like constant stuff, you know, constant threats. It was fantastic. I loved it, and I think it's definitely game of the tournament so far. So good. Best sport is mini golf. Now that is definitely wrong. 100% mini golf is not the best sport. I love mini golf, but no way it's the best sport, not even close. because you play it and that's it. There's no sort of real competition. There's no sort of, it's not televised. That's not a thing. What makes sports so good is those top like insane, intense moments, or those top like clutch moments. There's, or just those absolutely unbelievable moments. Like the Champions League is such a great thing for it. You see, there's many times, a few years ago in the Champions League final when it was Real Madrid Liverpool, I think the first one, it was Gareth Bale scored one of the greatest goals or overhead goals ever. Unbelievable goal. And that was in a Champions League final, and it was just like insane. Or you get like last minute turnarounds. I mean, even I watched Luton Bournemouth this year because I had nothing on, so I stuck it on. And I think Bournemouth were 3-0 down at half time. 3-0 down, which, mind you, is basically an indication of that you're playing rubbish, the other team is playing fantastically, and you're in big trouble, don't concede anymore. Bournemouth turned it around to go 4-3 in the second half. They scored 4 goals after going 3-0 down, and it was one of the best games I've ever watched. It was unbelievable. And it's just so much more exciting, especially as a neutral. If you don't have any impact, it's a lot more exciting. Obviously, if you're supporting a team and they do well, that is exciting. But, just that sort of just energy in sport, or just insane moments. Like, surely you watched, like, the Olympics, Super Saturday, when Jessica Ennis-Hill, Greg Rutherford, and Mo Farah all won. And Mo Farah won his 10,000 and 5,000. He was, like, second and third. And then he's on the last, like, lap, he suddenly puts the burners on, and he's just making his way through, and he gets to the front of the line and wins the gold. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. Just unbelievable. What a watch. What a good, like, unbelievable sport. I mean, to be fair, you'd probably been quite young then. I was only 10, so it was a long time ago. But that's how much it had that impact, And that's what sports does. Like, I get it with a lot of sports. There's some sports I don't care about. I don't care about basketball. I don't really care about golf. But, watching some of Tiger Woods, like, unbelievable what he was like. The darts is very repetitive, but very interesting. And it's just like fantastic to watch. I really like majority of sports. I just think are just, is the purest form of entertainment. Without a doubt. So good. On another note, though, how have we not got anything here? We can't go 2 sandwiches in a row without shiny, right? Mind you, we have got boosted odds again, and there are a lot of Pokemon here. And again, they really stand out. Look how much darker it is, and obviously the yellow and the blue. It's a very obvious shiny, this one. So we shouldn't be missing it at all. This is crazy we haven't got it yet, but... Have you heard of chess boxing? Yes, of course. Well, Ludwig ran his own chess boxing event, and I do watch a lot of Ludwig. I do actually have a Ludwig merch shirt, so... I never actually watched it because back then, although I knew who he was, I wasn't watching him actively then. And it's the sort of thing that I personally am not that as bothered by. But only because I'm not, like, I've never been good enough at chess to kind of gauge how well people are doing. So watching chess isn't very exciting for me because I have no idea if people are winning or losing, or if someone's done a good move or missed something. Yeah, neither. I think I get strategy. Like, I'll do strategy, and I when I play myself, like, not as in play against myself, as in I'm playing against someone else. Can I click off? There we go. I will try and think a few steps ahead. Like, if I do this, then I can set up this and protect myself. But how people constantly think, like, 15 moves ahead and plan to protect themselves and see what people are doing, because that's the main thing. I'm just trying to work out what my opponent's doing, but I don't play very good people. It's usually like my dad or something, if we're on holiday or whatever. So boxing's great though. Just people beat each other up, and you cannot tell me a clean right hook or a clean uppercut and where the person drops to the ground isn't entertaining. Like, that just makes you go, oh my god, like, that is amazing. Love that. Like, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, like, 3, insane. Because Fury just hammered him, and it was just unbelievable to watch. so good. But are you going to say you don't know how to play it? I actually downloaded Pokemon Live. I put all of my card codes into the Pokemon Live because I thought, why not? And it was, you get to open some virtual packs, including, you don't get all the cards you just got, you do get some other ones as well. And it's not always guaranteed, you could get some cool ones, which I did, which was cool. And so you do know how to play it then? Oh, you do play it, okay. But yeah, they showed all the rules and I just skipped through it. I was like, there's no point in me learning them. Like, I get the general gist of it. But like building a deck, you have to know like what each, like all the good cards and what's the benefit against something, like, because there's a difference between learning how to play a game and learning how to play a game, like how to play a game, right? The emphasis on the play there, because there's learning how to play a game, which is just the rules, and then learning how to play it, you know, like strategy and what builds and works well together, right? It's the same with Dragon Quest, really. It's a lot easier, a lot more simple, you know, especially with the tutorials and you slowly building things up. But there are people who are a lot better at it than other people when they're fighting bosses, and because they strategize with their moves well. They, you know, they go, oh, I'll do a bit of setup here and slowly chip away at this and do this weakness and buff the spell. Like, that sort of planning and strategy makes a big difference. And a lot of people love those sort of games. You know, I said TCG has definitely still a lot of strategy involved. Because, I mean, I can't tell you what any of the, like, the cards do. Because I'd have to have those cards and know what is a good thing and what's possible. And what works and what doesn't. So, you know, there is that as well. But now that I'm, said, basically collecting or doing something with every single card I get, it's harder for me to get into it. I'm just not that bothered. I'd rather do competitive battling than TCG, I think. But I'm just not. It's just not a priority for me. Like, there's some things I definitely love to do, in terms of like that would be cool to do it, rather than I'd actually actively interested in doing it. Because I think I'd love to do proper battling, but I'm not that interested in it in that, you know, as a whole. I'd rather do other things, you know. So a lot of that applies there. How have we not got this shiny, by the way? This is ridiculous. Use a Chien Pao deck. So when people say they use a deck, is that just like... Because I know when people say that and they build a deck and they say, oh, this is the Arcanine deck. Is that just the name of like your best card in it? Does that specific Pokemon that you call the deck have a more important role? Like, what is that related to? Because I'm always interested in like learning a bit more about it. I remember in the World Championships, because it was in London, I did end up watching a load of the streams, like the dual streams on Cerebi at the time. And I got really into watching Pokken. I think it was Shadowcat ended up winning it that year. And it was really, really cool to watch. But also just in general, like, what's it called? It was just really interesting seeing people play and not really knowing what's going on, but sort of seeing stuff and then going, oh, that's why they did that. Oh, I understand. And that just makes something so much more interesting if it's already relatable enough to something you're interested in, you know? Like, I love that sort of stuff. But yeah, what does it mean? If you know, if you have a name of a deck, like, is that just your favorite card? Actually like relevant, or like, you know, what does that have an impact on at all, or does it not? It's Legends Arceus. I love Legends Arceus, man. That whole vibe. Legends Arceus, I really wish that had come out in lockdown. That would have been so cool. Lockdown Legends Arceus, I feel like would be just the ultimate vibe, like, ever. Be so cool. Okay, we are absolutely not ending on no shiny. I will do another sandwich after this because there's just no way I'm finishing like this, because this is ridiculous. The most important card in your deck. So is it like... Is that like a bigger target then for other people to like get rid of? Because I don't really know how some things work, but... Basically, get a Chien Pao EX into play and a Baxcalibur in your bench. Use Baxcalibur to attach as many water energies to your opponent as you like. Chien Pao's ability to get 2 water energies from your deck. Put like a ton of energies into your deck. Lots of trainer cards to help get energies. So use Chien Pao's Hail Blade to do 6 damage to every water energy discard from your Pokemon Suite when playing 4 or 5 energies at a time. Oh, so it's kind of like a... You're building it like a big setup for like 1 or 2 like big finish, or at least a couple. Just kind of killing everyone at once. I'm assuming that becomes more difficult to do if, you know, obviously people are like chipping away or trying to like do it down. Because I've been playing a lot of Octopath Traveler at the moment, and it's not as good as Dragon Quest. It's actually made by the same company, both by Square Enix. But it's, you know, similar sort of combat strategy RPG vibe, and a lot of the time I'm having to go, oh, I need to, you know what, let me, because they have a mechanic where basically an enemy takes a certain amount of damage dependent on its vulnerability. So every enemy you fight will have a shield, and then it will take 1 times damage to non-vulnerable weaknesses. If it is vulnerable, it will take 1.5 times damage from that attack, and it will lower their shield by 1. And then once their shield is broken, they're completely vulnerable for the current turn and the next turn. And then you do 2 times damage with whatever. But sometimes it's like, you know what, let me not kill it this turn and kill it next turn, so I get extra turns to be able to build up and move quicker and do a lot of damage when it's 2 times as opposed to half of that, because that makes a big difference. Because it's the difference between doing like 8,000 damage or 16,000 damage, which is a big difference for some of the bosses. And just thinking about things like that, there's definitely that strategy there. I usually get those in play in the first 3 turns, so rare candy, skip a middle evo for Pokemon and Pokeballs to search Pokemon, and then I sweep do like 200 damage a turn. Yeah, I mean it's just practice in it. As I said, like before, I didn't have any strategy in Octopath because I hadn't done it. And same with Dragon Quest. I got Piper to play Dragon Quest because she was saying she didn't have a game to play. I was like, play it, best game ever. It's now our favourite game ever as well. It is unbelievably good. But when you start, you're kind of just doing what you're kind of told. But the more you learn, the more you do, the better strategy and the better sort of method you work out in doing. So it just becomes a lot more of an enjoyable experience, I think, from that front, because you feel that sort of thing of going, oh, this is how I do these things, this is how I work it out, this is really cool. And also said you just become more effective and start winning more, which is the main thing. So come on, man. Have I really just done 30 minutes for a Krokorok just to get an upgrade in the stage and not got it? Because that is ridiculous. Come on. What is this? This is rubbish. Oh, dear. Such a good shiny as well. I just want to see it walking around. This is what I wanted with Rampardos, man. I really hope it's in Legends. I don't think it will be. Mainly because of it was in the first Legends game and it's in this game. Unless they go do all fossils. Because that's the thing, like usually I would have expected, as it's fossils, that either the majority of them are there, that are not too recent, because that's sometimes the reason they leave things out, or basically none are there. It's weird to have like in this them to only have one, and it happens to be the one that was in the last Legends game. Like, I find that really odd why they did it. So when I saw Rampardos in the trailers, I was like, oh, I'm assuming that means Armaldo's going to be around, because I'd love to shiny hunt that. Awesome shiny. But no, so I don't really know their decision behind that, so considering it was in a recent game. Obviously, it was in the Space-Time Distortions. It was a lot harder to get, and definitely harder to shiny hunt. But I'm still surprised that was the only fossil they included, considering what's available, I'm assuming the Gen 8 ones will be in it, but I don't know. They do whatever they want, so... Checking those totals out every time I walk past. Post Gen 6 Pokemon? Oh yeah, no, definitely. It depends how many, right? Because obviously the way PLA handled it was, it basically was like, oh, we're gonna do a lot of Gen 4, basically no, all of Gen 4, and then we're just gonna do a few extra things from. We're gonna do quite a few extras from before Gen 4, and then for anything post Gen 4, they're basically only there because they're relevant to a new form, addition, or like evolution. Like the genies were there because we got a new genie. Gumi was there because we got Hisuian Sligo and Hisuian Gudra. Petalil was there because we got Hisuian Lilligant. Things like that. So I don't know, because it's I think, as I've said before in some of these streams, we're about to end this, aren't we? Yeah, there we go. As I've said before on stream, one thing we don't really know at all is how Legends as a series is going to be, right? Because now that we know there's another one, but the thing is that the past one it was a big past, in the past building the Pokedex thing. Is Legends going to be? This is a spin-off game that's part of the main series, so it's not so much a spin-off, but it's different from the usual format. So it's not, because everyone just knows a Pokemon game. You do the gyms, you fight the evil team, you beat the you win, become the champion to catch the legendary, right? That's the general format of them. Is this their way of doing another sort of main line of games that are relevant, but are more interesting, more different? Like, because Let's Go was a bit of there, but it was still based off the same formula, right? Well, Wurmple, it said it's just previous gens. It said it has previous gens as well. But like we don't know until Legends EA is completely over. We have no idea what Legends means. We don't know if this is just like a sequel. It could be in the future, and then all of this stuff, whatever. Because they said it's like the rebuild of like Lumiose, right? It could just be an urban thing in the future rebuild. We don't know. We don't know how this is going to work. And I think that makes it more interesting. So this time next year. I mean, it may not even come out, to be fair, but once Legends EA is done, everyone, completely covered, everything's finished, we'll have a much better idea of what Legends is as a whole, if we're going to get more, if it's just a one-off thing, because it might just be, it's going to be based on future and past. Oh, we can't really do present, as that's what the games are. There we go, 2-part series, that's it. It might simply be games that are not like the main formula. It might literally just be that. This could be completely different. Because the thing of collecting the Pokedex, I very highly doubt they do that again. Because it made sense for like in the past thing. It feels like a unique thing, which is why I think it's more likely we go down the route of they will do multiple Legends games, and each one will have a sort of unique twist, something's more interesting. As I said, with this one, with the rebuild of Lumiose, it being a thing of, you complete challenges and you earn things to build the city and fight certain boss Pokemon or something, or boss people who have access to doing that sort of thing and providing you better facilities. I don't know. Or, any sort of like spin-off in the past, them sort of trying to do those sort of ideas as a mainline game effectively, which I think is where it's more likely to go. Because I'd be surprised if they do the future side. Because one, there's the no built Pokedex building, so I don't know how they do that anyway. And two, then it would have to just be a sequel. And I think that won't be how that happens. So I'm very interested to see where that goes. But I do imagine we will get more. But the fact they've gone straight to Gen 6 as well, is that a thing of, this is why there's so many questions. Is that a thing of, we've got other plans for Gen 5, whatever. We decided to do Gen 6 because, Pokemon Z was meant to happen, and it didn't. Is that the reason they've done it? Or are they just doing, maybe every 2 gens? We're going to get a Gen 8 one and Gen 7 will be something else. Or is it just going to be every other one? They've just got slightly different plans for Gen 5. Like, there's no indication as to exactly why or what that any of their decisions have come to fruition. We got a sneak peek and we haven't had anything else since. And I think a lot of that is due to how Scarlet and Violet is very buggy and people want, those issues, those things fixed as well. So there's lots of different points of view, but as I said, right now we can't comment on it, we can only speculate it, which is why it makes it more interesting. And I'm very looking really, really forward to it. And I'm just hoping it is post July. I do hope it is later. Not because development-wise, because I need to be out of uni when it comes out. It will not be good if it comes out during uni, especially during exams. Oh my god, that would be so bad. I really, really hope it doesn't, because I will have to play it, but I'll just have to limit myself, and that'll be horrible. That's so hard to do. Legends Arceus, the main story, I beat in like 2 days, so I will be playing it a lot, and of course I will be shiny hunting a lot. So maybe not 2 days, it might have been a little bit longer than that. But the first day it came out, I literally played it till 4 AM. I played it the entire night. I was so excited because of the new formula and how different it was going to be, and it just made things way more interesting. And a much more enjoyable experience, which is why I think people like it so much. We finally got some uniqueness. Oh no, not Krokorok. It's Poplio. I just put Krokorok back in. Poplio is... Actually, we're going for Breon, aren't we? Technically. Alright, well, Poplio is a lot easier to spot, at least. If we go 3 sandwiches in a row without a shiny, I will not be happy. I will not be happy at all. So I'm going to have to work out when I need to go to the shops. I have to do it tomorrow, I think. That's kind of annoying. Alright, please actually give us a shiny. We started off so well. We got our Trumbeak and then another Trumbeak. And then we tried to finish the Froakie hunt and spent half an hour, no Froakie. Then I thought, let's go for Krokorok. Boosted odds because it's an outbreak. No Krokorok. Even though I've already got it, I just want a stage upgrade. So please, please, please give us something this time. We can't go 3 sandwiches in a row without a shiny. I don't think I've ever done that. This will be horrible if that's happened. Maybe it's because I'm doing this on a Thursday. Maybe I should have stuck with Hitman. I'm definitely going to play that after stream, though, before I go to bed. Because I've got to be up relatively early tomorrow for this work. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that out. Because they have added a new thing. And it's actually Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is what they've added. Where you go and kill Conor McGregor. Basically. He's called the Disruptor. So I would like to do that very much. For now, though, I would much prefer to get a shiny Poplio. So I need to fix that light as well, because it's getting a lot of reflection on my screen because of it. Let's turn this brightness down for the minute. So it's not too bad. It's the one downside wearing glasses. I'd have to be a bit lower than the screen so they don't reflect. Come on, please give us something. We can't take home a singular addition to the decks today. One singular Trumbeak. That's so bad. We absolutely cannot. I'm already doing an extra hunt anyway. I usually only do 3 now, with the time it takes, you know, with lag added in and doing an outbreak that takes longer. Deciding, you know. Usually only do that amount, but we are lacking on shinies, so. No, I didn't. Don't troll me. I did not miss a shiny. There's no way you would have seen one if I didn't. There's too... They stand out too much, and, you know, I control which way I look, so... I can't believe we didn't get the Krokorok, though. We didn't get the Froakie, and then we didn't get the Krokorok either. That just seems mental. I don't understand. Okay, yeah, haha. That was actually ages ago now, by the way. I didn't realise how long ago. It was almost like 2 months ago. It was quite a while back. But we reclaimed them all. We have a shiny Swampert now. Actually, I don't think we do. I don't think I have evolved it. I haven't evolved most of them. One, because if I get any improvements, I'd rather keep them in their lower stage. I will probably just evolve them all once I'm, like, fully done. Or if I want to, like, have them out. Because I don't want to evolve anything that I want to go back on. Because sometimes I find a shiny, and if it's got a mark, I would rather have, you know... I don't want to, basically, I don't want to evolve a Poplio or something that has a mark, and then in a future game that also has marks, I find a wild Primarina with a shiny that's got a mark, because then it's like, oh, that could have been kept for the Poplio, and now that one with a mark's wasted. That sort of thing. It's generally not too much, but, yeah, I don't know, it also helps keep track of which ones I caught in the correct stage. I do keep a tracker for them anyway, but it is a lot easier, when I've caught them in the correct stage and just leave them in their previous stage if they're not. Makes it a lot more obvious. No, trust me, I'm too locked in. We've not hit the shiny quota for today so far. I'm expecting at least 3 shinies a stream, at least, and that's still pretty bad. That's average one a sandwich for what I usually hunt. Today we've managed 2 in 1. And none in 2. So we would have been under. We're doing an extra sandwich to try and get that back up. Yeah, luckily Poplio is relatively obvious when it's on the beach, so it's not too bad. Oh, goat theme. Go. Absolute goat theme. I love this theme. Da, 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 da. I think it's my favourite theme. Or one of my favourite themes, definitely. Da, da, da. This just gives me prime, like, 2008 whenever I played Platinum for the first time. Or Diamond. It wasn't when it came out. I was too young. But, oh, man. Nostalgia. That's what it is. Da, 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 da. This is like music to simpler times, you know. I just love the track as well. Yeah, without a doubt my favourite theme, and it's like just based off of just like the sort of what's it called? Like general vibes of it. Because there are some really cool ones, which of course are great. Like I said, I love the Saturn Turo one. I really like the what's it called? The Ruined Treasured ones, the like more hype ones. But for like the chilled sort of town ones, like you know, like casual Pokemon sort of music, this is the GOAT. This wins. It's such a good theme. It's also definitely got the same instruments as Bidoof. I can't go that high with the whistle. I remember when we said, oh, maybe, you know, go to Poochyena after I get the Krokorok. I didn't even get the Krokorok. It's typical. So typical. We are replaying, I don't care. Absolute GOAT theme. How long we got left on this actually? I have no idea what that said because I was resetting the theme. $20, okay. Come on, Poplio, be shiny, please. Hi, Piper. We're not doing very well. We got the 2 Trumbeak right at the start. Froakie, of course, decided to not be shiny again, which means I'm going to be on my 5th one now, trying to get a 3rd Froakie. Then we did Krokorok, as it was a outbreak, and I already have it, but it was catching in its stage. And I said, if we do Krokorok, then I'll move on to Poochyena. Did not get Krokorok, so we've now gone back to Poplio to do an extra hunt to try and get some more shinies because we've only had the 2 Trumbeaks today, which has just been ridiculous. So yeah, that's where we are. It's very frustrating. Only 1 new addition because of the, obviously the double Trumbeak. So hopefully Poplio can give me a bit of better luck, but Water Starters has not been helpful for me for finishing these off, not at all. So now I'm just listening to the greatest theme ever because it came on and I wanted to replay it. Yeah, a little bit, but not much I can do. I did discuss with a few other people though. I think we decided I'm going to open some TCG packs on
this Saturday. It'll be my last stream in the house before I move, and the last stream without my flatmate, with my flatmate, I suppose, which would be cool. And then obviously next week it'll be my first Dynamax without him, which would be even better. So I will probably buy a few for both, because I was saying to Muffin, I was like, what is the point of having money and you know, because I've always if I put it towards a passion, right? It's always just been video games. That's been the one thing I've always gone, oh, let me spend money on. That's not what I meant to click. Let me spend money on, and I put my, you know, my money that I want to do for my own things. It's not a necessity, right? But instead, I just thought, why not? Why do I have to only do that? You know, that's the whole point of this, you know, me having some money. So I will buy some more for next week. That's the whole point of the binder anyway. Nope, my Wi-Fi is all good. It says there are no drop frames in the stream, so it must be your end if you're having issues. But yeah, we're gonna open some on Friday, Saturday, and then Friday next week as well. Just make it a little bit more interesting, and actually add some more to the binder. Then I imagine I won't for a while, because there'll be no reason, no occasion. Some more cards. As I was saying, just because it's like, you know, it's a hobby. I put money towards, you know, playing, you know, Xbox, or buy an Xbox, or buy games. That's always been the thing I've always done. I've always been very tight with money, and if I've got some money for, you know, my own personal spend, because I've got, you know, stuff to pay my rent and plenty more, why not, you know, put a little bit towards some of the more things I'm interested in, you know? So there it is. Such a good theme, man. Why are they comfy spawning here? I didn't know they could spawn here though. This would be a good place to hunt them, I guess. I think they're up on the hill as well, to be fair. Just explaining spending money. Well, yeah, I know, but like, I mean, you know me, like, realistically, apart from video games, like, generally in my entire life, all my money I've ever spent has been on just what I need, right? I've never really been much of a just spending on things I want. It's outside of video games, that's it. And mind you, it'll be like 50 quid every couple of months. And half the time it's for my birthday. Like, that's, you know, I had money from my birthday, my 18th birthday. Like, the physical money from it, I did not spend it all. I don't think I still have. Because I just don't, like, buy that stuff too often. So I was like, you know what, that's why I was like, let me buy another one of these shirts. Let me buy, you know, some more cards. Because it's just, like, put some interest in more things. What do you mean that's such a lie? What are you on about? It's not a lie. And so it's just like, I've realised that, you know, I've got some more money from, you know, from work, and why save all of it? I'm not going to go crazy, obviously, but everything I've bought has just been on stuff I need. I thought that was shiny for a second. It looked really dark, but it's just a shade of the tree. But yeah, I've always just had money to spend because I just didn't spend it very much. I've always been quite tight with money, so you literally retweeted the tweet. I know you've seen it. What do you mean from the government? What are you on about? My point is, right, is that if I have all these passions, like Muffin and I had a really long conversation about loads of different things. But you know, it's things like GoFest, like that sort of thing. In the past, I'd be like, no, it's just money wasted. But it's something I enjoy, and I'll go there, and I really enjoy doing it. Why would I not spend the money? That's the whole point of having, you know, money isn't solely for just surviving, you know. I did not get a new one today. No. I will not be buying another one for a while, because I imagine I'm going to jinx my luck. My mum will definitely get me one for my birthday. Like, that's going to happen. I mean, she can get me 2 or 3. I'll happily take it. Because I imagine my birthday is going to be massively cut down. Obviously, that'll be 22 this year. So, you know, 21 I feels like the last big one. But there's also just, you know, I don't need them. I just thought, you know, I'm happy with what I got, so. What do you mean, check my privilege? What are you on about? Well, I work and I have money because I work a job, so I earn some money so I can spend it. Well, that's why I work. Well, not purely why. Obviously, it's, you know, towards rent, and I still save a lot of it, but what is the point of just saving everything? Like, that's what I mean. So many people I know are in, like, overdrafts, and obviously I'm not going to get there, and I think at this age is a bit crazy. But when I was a bit younger, you know, if you get a tenner, like, from your mum, usually you don't go, oh, I should probably save that, I don't need to spend it. Which is what I did, like, all the time. I got money and I just would go, oh, let me just keep it, you know, until I absolutely need it, sort of thing. Like, that's also always been my mindset. And I just think, you know, at this age when I'm earning enough to, you know, support myself, it seems silly just to not put it towards my passions and hobbies, you know. She said, check my privileged white boy. Like, I feel like it's a pretty provoking statement. I feel like that's fair. Plus, you also said I'm mansplaining, and I don't know what I'm mansplaining here. If you mean the shirt, you literally said you thought I got a new one. Why did you think I got a new one anyway? I didn't. And there was no box or anything. Well, see, there you go. That's what I mean. Like, I've never been much of a spender. Like, realistically, and I just think I didn't. You know, I've got all this money from just never spending it. As I said, I just haven't spent money from my birthdays. You know, all these vouchers I've got for, like, things on Amazon, I swapped with my mum for money and then just haven't spent it. Because that's just, I was getting it, half the stuff I get for my birthday, and then you know, I get a few video games that I want, and that covers me for the year. So I was like, I've got the money, let me, you know, expand, buy a few more of these shirts, buy some Pokemon cards, do something, you know, add more to a hobby. Oh, I just got a new T-shirt. Yeah, not a new mystery shirt. No, I just got a new T-shirt because I do need some. I need some white T-shirts. I literally have 2. And I only bought the trainers because my mum's been getting on at me to buy some new ones. Because I said my current ones, the last ones I had, so I'm currently using year 8 ones because the ones I had before, which in fairness I think I bought in year 9, so they're relatively old as well. They were sort of falling apart, and I remember I put my foot out in the air, and the ball just touched my foot, and the bottom of the shoe came off. Like, that's how, like, knackered they were. And I've been meaning to buy them for ages, and I just haven't got around to it. So, you know, considering I play indoor football, or at least at uni, every single week, it seems silly not to get a new pair. Especially because they were on sale as well. They were half price. They were down from 70 to 35, so... Well, the T-shirt, it's literally just like a nice white T-shirt that I bought. They said again it was on sale, that's why I bought it. I wasn't going to, but I just came up saying there was stuff on sale and it was massively reduced, so I thought, why not? Oh, come on, man. We can't go 3 sandwiches in a row without shiny. Surely not. That'd be abysmal. This sounds so much like a Dragon Quest theme. This is Legends Arceus Lake. I think that's why I like that game so much. It gave a lot of those vibes off. Well, I got told to check my privilege. I feel like I can explain and justify. But as I said, that's my point, is that you know, I've never been in that stage of just spending money. Whereas my sister, on the other hand, yeah, she, I mean, it's not like she's broke, but like, a lot of the time, you know, she gets paid and then puts it. I mean, she just says she has more expensive hobbies. You know, she's gone to concerts or, you know, obviously she goes on, you know, flights and stuff abroad or goes on holidays. I've just not been as bothered. So I think there's that as well. Okay, I am a lake, you're right. What? Did something actually get censored? Or did you just fake censor? No, Piper will see the T-shirt when I buy it. Or when it arrives. I'll show you then. See what you think. Just a white T-shirt. It's not plain, but just a white T-shirt. In terms of what? You have to specify. Oh, come on, man. This is actually crazy. Got 9 more minutes, and we've gone a full hour and a half without a shiny. Unbelievable. Surely not. No, you're definitely fake censoring. There's no way. I'm sure if there's anything that would censor, it would be. It comes up for me first to verify it. So. Oh, well, Emily's been to quite a few, just off of with her money. But like, I bought myself, you know, my old Air Forces lasted me about 5-6 years, and then I bought a new pair like 2 years ago, which are basically the only shoes I wear, and they're already knackered because I had the only shoes I wear. And then I bought myself a new pair of shoes recently because they were on sale. And my mum's still saying I should be buying more shoes. Like, I told her, yeah, we just bought some. She's like, no, you need more shoes, but yeah. Yeah, I wish that was how it worked, but the way that this entire stream's gone, I feel like it's not going to go that way. It's been very bad. We've had one edition, and then it's just gone downhill. Well, so anything, one, majority of my censorship is off, and two, if there is anything, it always comes up saying, do you want to say something? So, unless you're saying something like unbelievable, and it's actually longer than three letters, and it's just shorten it down to that, then, and I feel like that's sort of the only thing that could do that would get you like temporarily banned. So, surely. Oh, come on, man. Shouldn't even be doing this. Should be done. It should have been done half an hour ago. But I thought we could end on a shiny, but apparently that is not the way this is going to go. God damn it. Nah, I mean, I said it was sort of coming off a conversation of a previous one, because Muffin and I were talking about loads of different things. We started talking about Legends ZA and new game and just loads of different conversations, and then Piper just joined at the time of that. So, oh god, I don't like this thing. I've heard this one too many times. This was better. I've been hoping that too for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Oh my god. It's not really been working. We've got 5 minutes left. Ah, oh, dear. What is Shine? Is that a song? Because I've never heard of it. Now, I mean, what this means, hopefully, is that this week in Dynamite's Adventures, we'll go crazy and get a good shiny, a legendary or something, but I said it's not exactly how it works, but we'll pretend like it is. Oh, bugger, I forgot to do Crucible. Oh well. Come on, Poplio. Give me a break, please. There's no way I've streamed 2.5 hours to get one Trumbeak. 2, I suppose, but otherwise I'll be here forever. If we're getting one shiny every 2.5 hours, then we've got a lot of hours to go through. It's a group. What? Oh, well, the group's called Shiny. Oh. I don't know. I haven't listened to Panic and Disco in a while. Panic at the Disco in a while. I'm literally just repeating one playlist on repeat at the moment. I have about 40 songs in there, and that one is the only one I listen to. Are you sending links? Oh, no, but if it sends links, it comes up with a Nightbot message. I don't know. What are you on about? What do you mean you get many shiny every hour? come on, man. This is ridiculous. Okay, 4 more minutes. I don't know. I don't know what my favourite song is. So it's been a while. What is this? Every time I do this playlist, it just comes up with new songs I've definitely not heard before. What is this one? This is Sad Theme. It's called Sad Theme from Masters EX. What is a sad theme? Something so incredibly sad, but not too specific, so they just called it Sad Theme. There are no Panic songs in my playlist. 0. Zilch. Sad theme. I really hope we play Happy Theme next. That would be funny. Well, to be fair, this just sounds like Octopath now. Octopath is just this sort of music. There's like one like exciting sort of intense music when you battle, but half the music is just like this. Good game though. Very grindy, but fun. I'm hoping Dragon Quest isn't the same. I'm pretty sure it isn't because it's the setup of, you know, you acquire a character at a time. Whereas Octopath, you choose who you want. You can pick up any of them at any time. And they're not as related or intertwined as 11 is, or any Dragon Quest game is really. Apart from 9. 9 has absolutely no relevance. You literally create your own characters. Still a great game though. How long we got? 2 minutes, man. Oh, this has gone so poorly. Ah, well. We got 1 at least, but yeah, it definitely could have been a lot better. Of course, we have to get 2 of the same one. Oh well. We'll do well on Saturday. Last ever stream in this house. So I don't know how the camera thing's going to change, because I was saying earlier, I don't want to be looking at it like this way, because you want to look towards the screen. It looks weird looking away from the screen. Just because obviously my wall's going to be on the other side. And I don't know how these shells, I'm going to have to pull the shells off, and this adhesives, I'm going to have to get new stuff for that, because so that's not going to, you know, stay. Which is very annoying. It was planned to be in here for 2 years, but oh well. The main thing is I'll be banging out Arceus next week, because my flatmate won't be in, so I can just record the entire day, and hopefully get that done soon, considering we're over 3 times over odds now, which is just ridiculous. And there's like 2 years in the process. I'd very much like it to be done. I'm pretty sure in 3 weeks, you and I are on holiday. Okay, we're gonna get nothing. In 30 seconds left. Come on. I can't believe it. We've gone 3 sandwiches, an hour and a half, no shiny and Scarlet. I think that's the first time I've ever done that. That long and that many sandwiches. Unbelievable. I guess it just was my day. Maybe it was just the universe trying to tell me I should have played Hitman tonight and killed Conor McGregor, who is the new addition to the game. The Disruptor is the target, and it is Conor McGregor. But instead we're listening to this rubbish music in Freezington. I said I'm on holiday in like 3 weeks, so there we go. No shiny! Yay! What an awful group of shinies. Bloody hell. Absolutely useless. Well, we'll stick on Eternal City whilst we're here. Oh dear. Well, at least we got something, right? Although it is literally 2 Pokemon of the same species and only one of them being relevant. It is still an addition. We do still get 1 more Pokemon and advance it by, yeah, 614 now. But it is what it is. Yeah, but for outside of that, once this ad breaks over, I said I will be doing Dynamax on Saturday, and then next week it will be Tuesday for sure. Whether I do something on Thursday, I'm not sure yet. It depends if I want to play Hitman or not. And then I will do Dynamax Adventures on Friday next week. So I'll update my schedule and I will put up things for that. So if you're interested in dropping by, make sure to do that. But outside of that, thanks to everybody who dropped by today. Like we said, we didn't have the most successful stream. We did still get a shiny, but you know, we definitely could have done better. Hopefully, we do better next week. First stream. Next time we do this will be the first stream I do without my flatmate, on my own, which will be nice. I can be a bit louder, and I can probably go for longer as well. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But for now, again, thank you to everyone who joined today. And hopefully I'll see you all on Saturday. But for now, thank you all for watching, and I will see you later. Goodbye.